Hey guys, Goat here, and we are in beautiful Arizona. It is late October, the wind is picking up, I'm running from a storm, and I'm hiking the Arizona Trail. This is section 41, the Central Kaibab Plateau section, and it is about 16.5 miles long, and it runs from the Telephone Hill Trailhead, where we're at right now, all the way up to 89A. I am hiking this from south to north. We are pushing for the home front today. The camper is up there just off of 89A, maybe 3/4 of a mile from where the trail intersects it. Right now we're walking through a big burn area. This burned, I guess, last year, the year before, and it's kind of cool to see the way all the aspens have taken over. I mean, here in a few years, this is going to be pretty amazing in the fall. Late October, and the temperatures are pretty cool. The first day it got pretty warm in the middle of the day. Yesterday it got warm-ish. Last night it was downright cold. This morning it's pretty cold again. Probably 35, 40 degrees with about a 20-mile-an-hour wind gusting up to maybe 30 at times. It's pretty chilly. Not much new to report. A couple of miles down the trail here. Still a lot of burn. Still a tiny little patch of color left. Can you imagine walking through here when all of that back through there was that color? Like that? Amazing. A million cliffs out there. What's got my attention, I don't know if you can see it or not through the trees, back here right along the horizon, huge puffy white clouds building. And I believe that is the system that I am racing. Thankfully, I'm seeing some trees up ahead, which I'm really glad, because I'm ready to get out of this. This is like walking in a constant wind tunnel. Oh, let's get to the trees, get some cover. Whoa. Check this guy out. Wild. Like treasures inside the rocks. About 12 miles or less left to go. Ah, this wind, my gosh. That knocked me down. Still grinding it out. Still windy as all get out, but at least the temperature come up some with the wind, with the sun. Holy cow. It's got to be sustained 25-mile-an-hour gusts out here right now. Woo! Finally. Trees. Windbreak. Thank you, Lord. Holy cow. That was about 7 or 8 miles of just pure exposed 15, 20, 25 mile an hour wind, sustained. Gusts were more than that. They were enough. With this pack on, they pushed me off the trail more than once. I ended up having to use my hiking pole in my right hand because the wind was coming from the left, and I just kind of used it as a brace to keep from getting pushed off the side of the trail. But whoo, thank you. Back in the trees. Whew, glad to be through that section. So I did run into one other hiker. I'll be curious to see if he's the only guy I see today. That's been the pattern so far. Each day I've encountered one hiker. Other than that, I've not seen anybody else. Anyways, met a southbounder just a few minutes ago. And we kind of traded information like most folks do when you meet them on the trail. I talked to this gentleman, and he indicated that this was his second day on the trail, and he just saw the weather report yesterday morning, and I guess about 6 o'clock tonight it's coming in, and he said 2 to 3 inches of snow up here. If I needed any extra motivation to get this 20 miler done, that was it right there. 15, 20 degree temperatures at night and 2 to 3 inches of snow in my little 3-season tent. Pass. Probably about a mile from our next water cache, where we'll stop, take another quick break just to fill our water jug, and then off we go again. Sweet. We have made it to the Murray Lake trailhead at the water cache. Gonna have a quick snack and then on down the trail. Looks like Highway 89A is about 9 miles out, and we got 1 more mile to go, so we're about halfway right here. So, food, drink, hike on. Just a small pet peeve. Camp right on top of the trail. That drives me nuts. As a private person, I never want to walk through somebody else's campsite. That's just something I would never consider doing. But when people park directly on the trail, you have no choice but to walk right through their crap and hope they don't get mad. But honestly, we're the ones that should be mad. They're parked on our trail. You know, a zillion places to park. Beautiful pine forest. Beautiful, beautiful. Apologies for the rant earlier. There's a little history there. So there's a trail near my summer home in Washington that I like to hike. And normally, it's pretty quiet. Never see anybody out there, and it does cross a road. This year, for whatever reason, not one, but a few times, people decided to set up their camps right where that trail crosses the road. So you literally, I mean, they're camped, tents on the trail, like right there. So as you come walking up, you have no choice but to walk right through their camp, and they get mad about it. And so it's just, I apologize for that. I'm not angry. That's a little pent-up frustration from over the summer being released. I didn't expect I would see that out here. But the forest is gorgeous. We got less than 10 miles to camp, and it's just now noon, so we're making good time. We're doing good. On the road again. The AZT is made up of lots of little forest roads. It's got some trail, lots of trail, but there are lots of little roads you're going to walk to. We've got about 6 miles to Highway 89. Looks like 4 of it is going to be on this. So I think we ought to be able to make some pretty good time. Tell you, this section 41, there's not a lot of views. It's kind of like section 39. 40 was pretty awesome. You had some bomb views over there at the east overlook. I don't know, not very photogenic, at least right now. You know, I'm a photographer as well as a hiker, so when I'm hiking, I'm always looking for something beautiful to take pictures of, and there's just not been a lot on these 3 sections. Still been fun hiking though. So don't take that the wrong way, what I was saying earlier about this section not being as pretty or whatever. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is beautiful. It is peaceful. It is serene. It's everything that I want in a hike. It's amazing out here for sure. Y'all see how dark that's getting up ahead? Man alive, I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not. Last check, I was still about 4 miles out from camp, so that looks like that may be here sooner than 6 o'clock. Temperatures are continuing to drop. I'm just walking fast enough that my body heat is keeping up with it, but holy cow, it looks like a big snowstorm up there. Digging deep, finding another gear. That view right there helps. There's no way I'd be able to be making this pace if I was doing more technical trail type hiking. So, thankful for a road walk today. We are less than a mile from the trailhead and the finish of section 41, the Central Kaibab Plateau on the Arizona Trail. And I have been scooting the last couple of hours. It's a little past 2 o'clock now. And we're a little less than a mile from the trailhead. If you remember, it was about noon and we had 9 miles to go. So, yeah, I have been moving. Thankfully, it's been mostly road walk and it's been mostly downhill, not like serious downhill, but just a gentle downhill grade. So, I think we're going to beat that old storm without any problems. Right on, right on. We have arrived. There's the trailhead. Let's see, there's a bathroom here and a cash box. So if you want to cash some water, some food, that is here as well. The finish. So we've hiked all of this to here, and now this is what would be left. Basically up to Utah, but this is closed. That Orderville Canyon burned this year, so I am gonna swing around to the south rim and we're gonna start working on these sections. This has been section 41 of the Arizona Trail. It's solar, they said. Works great in Arizona, they said. Couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting anything out of my solar this morning. I think I figured out why. Boy, what a difference a day makes. Y'all will recall we were here at noon yesterday. Had 9 miles out to the highway. And we knocked that out in just a couple hours because I wanted to make sure I didn't get caught trying to sleep in my tent out here in this business. So anyway, I'm back getting my empty water jugs and just wanted to show you what it ended up at.